Torah portion Beshalach, Exodus chapter 13. Now it happened when Pharaoh had sent Israel away, that Elohim led them to the sea of reeds by the wilderness way, lest the people would wander back, 'cause the courage for war they did lack. With them Joseph's bones went up, for he knew Elohim would their slavery interrupt. A column of fire by night and a cloud by day, so Adonai went before them to lead the way. Exodus 14. By the sea they camped and were exposed. Pharaoh thought by the wilderness they were enclosed. As Israel went out defiantly, he pursued with all his army. As they saw the Mitzrites, they were greatly afraid. They blamed Moshe and cried to Adonai for aid. Adonai had Moshe stretch out his rod to divide, and Israel went through the sea on ground now dried. A strong east wind held the waters like a wall on their left and right. As the chariot wheels fell off, they knew Adonai for Israel did fight. On the seashore at the break of day, all the dead bodies of the Mitzrites lay. And the people did fear and believe, while Egypt over their army did grieve. Exodus 15. A song of praise they sang as a nation, praising Adonai for this great salvation. He crushed the enemy, his right hand alone. They went down to the depths like a stone. His wrath consumed them like stubble, as he delivered his people from trouble. Who is like Yah doing wonders so great? All peoples trembled that heard of Egypt's fate. Miriam and the women danced with tambourine, singing of the wonders they had seen. 3 days into the wilderness no water they found. The bitter water at Marah with a tree was made sound. Yah promised if they obeyed and did what he pleased, he would not bring on them the Mitzrayim disease. At Elim they found 12 fountains and 70 trees of palm, where they encamped for a few days of calm. Exodus 16. As they reached the wilderness of Sin, that lies between Sinai and Elim, in the 2nd month on day 15, they hungered for the pots of Mitzrayim. Yah heard their grumblings, this wasn't allowed, and his esteem appeared in the cloud. In the evening, meat throughout camp he would spread. In the morning he would satisfy them with heavenly bread. And Adonai kept his promise, in spite of Israel being obnoxious. An omer a day fed each one in the family, as they gathered according to their need. But on the 6th day they had to gather twice as much, for on the Sabbath they would not find any of the sweet stuff. Day 1 to 5 nothing should be left over, for in the morning the worms would cover. But on the day of rest no worms came to test. Israel called it manna, it tasted like honey cake, an omer to keep before the witness they should take. Exodus 17. Israel journeyed from the wilderness of Sin, and at Adonai's word they set up camp in Rephidim. There was no drinking water to be found. Grumbling was becoming a familiar sound. Moshe cried to Adonai, fearing he would be stoned. He struck the rock, the waters silented their moan. Massa and Merivah became the name of this plot, as Israel challenged if Elohim was with them or not. Yehoshua obeyed, as with Amalek they had to fight. As long as Moshe's hands were up, Amalek was put to flight. Aaron and Hur kept his hands steady till the going down of the sun, till Amalek and his people were defeated and the battle was won. Israel had to remember Yah wanted to blot out Amalek as a nation. He would fight against them from generation to generation.